Ladies and gentlemen, we are just moments away from kickoff here. The crowd is on their feet. Tension is rising. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the game begin. We are here doing our second podcast episode. And the topic of discussion today is going to be childhood movies.
Well, we picked them because we're really into kids. That's what you told me. Like I'm a family guy. I got an excuse. Is it really awkward? Like, because before I've seen a lot of Pixar movies because of the kids.
Sure.
And now when I go, nobody goes with me, so it's just me alone going to Pixar movies with just me.
Oh, that's awkward.
As I look.
I watch them on my own free will.
Right.
But basically, if we only stuck to conspiracies, then this podcast would be like mostly negative. It is important to spread the truth when lies are being told, but only talking about conspiracies would like kind of make this podcast only negative, which we don't want to do. We want to talk about it, but not only that.
So basically what he's saying is we'll stick to the truth. And then in this episode, it's all going to be lies because it's all movies and it's made up.
Yeah, fan fiction. That would just be tiresome for us and for the listener, so we're not doing that.
Degrading to the soul.
Yeah, and that is where the care part of the podcast comes in. Therefore, the topic of this episode is childhood movies. What was your first movies that made an impact on you, MG?
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to break it down basically in 3 parts of our lives. And the first part's going to be like your most recent memory of movies and film. Mostly it's going to be animated, right? So from like, you're talking like your 5.
You said most recent?
I'm sorry. Like your most recent memory of movies as a child.
Like your oldest memories?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. I did misspoke. Okay.
No, you're good. You're good.
So your age range for me is so it's going to be 5 to 9 ish, but like when you're talking generation wise, like I'm 44 and you're 30, so like it's going to be a good balanced mix because of what I've seen and whatnot. Going back to like you're talking mid to late 80s, sometimes early 90s type thing, where it would be you advance yourself for about 20 years from there, or
exactly,
or so 15 years.
We've got a lot of movies that we can span between the two of us.
Yeah, so right off the bat, what I'd say is from 5 to 9, Mary Poppins. I've seen this movie countless times. It's brilliant. Julie Andrews, Dick Van Dyke. It's got that one of the I believe the first like live action smushed anime together.
Really?
Yeah. They feature that.
Never saw Mary Poppins.
The music is fantastic all around, which is going to be a pretty common theme for especially these early movies, is the music incorporated with it.
Yeah.
But also, like, I even love the movie Saving Mr. Banks, which is basically, it's a docudrama series where Tom Hanks plays Walt Disney, and it's him trying to get the rights to the original people that wrote that book. Right? I believe it was Mary Poppins was a book. I don't know if it was called Mary Poppins or what the case was, but that's what the movie's about. Is basically getting her to sign over the rights for it to uphold her husband's dream, I believe, is who wrote it, and then they get to see how the music is made alongside that, because it is
the whole
amazing
process.
music. Yeah, it's a fantastic film, even just about Mary Poppins itself.
Wait, what was the name of that?
Saving Mr. Banks. And then you're going to, again, you're going to see a Disney theme here. The Jungle Book.
Love that movie.
The 1973 animated Robin Hood, which is amazing. They're all animals. Fuck, it's amazing. Yeah. Robin Hood is a fox. I think Little John's a bear. Yeah, they're all animals.
I know what you're talking about. I actually do know what I've just never seen it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I remember maybe at the library or something.
Yeah.
I've seen that there.
Yeah, no, it was very memorable. Again, music score amazing. And you also see a lot of the same kind of like voice actors too. Do the same. You'll hear them. This is very distinct voices because the same people that did like Jungle Book, or some of them would do also Robin Hood and stuff like that. I would say one of my all-time favorites is The Sword in the Stone, which is about a young. It's a young Arthur Pendragon and Merlin. So King of Arthur. Spoiler alert: he pulls the sword from the stone. But yeah,
No shit.
the whole movie was amazing. Like it, so unique. They definitely don't do these things like do current film this way anymore. But it was extremely unique, and it was basically Merlin's education of Arthur, and goes through a series of trials where they like turn each other into a fish. He turns them both into a squirrel, and then he turns them into a bird. So he like lives like learning through that, and then all the mishap and mayhem that occurs from there too. At the very end, there's an amazing wizard's duel that takes place between Merlin and then another opposing wizard. It's fantastic. There's two like more heavy-handed ones, I would say, still in that 5 to 9 age range. One of them is The Secret of Nim.
Never heard of it.
Okay, great. Not Disney. This is not Disney, but definitely directed by a guy named Don Bluth, who did a ton of Disney stuff before then and helped animate. He now goes a little darker route. It's basically like a mother trying to take care of one of her sick kids who's dying, and they're all mice, basically.
Okay.
All right, so and then she's got to get like medicine to help treat her kid, and then she's
Oh.
got to bring the medicine back. But all the while, on the outside of it, in the human world, there's it's harvest season, so there's this giant combine that's just basically destroying everyone's home and whatnot. And that's where their home's at, is in this combine.
Okay.
And there's murder, there's intense, there's violence, there's a little violence, there's
That
a little
shape you
murder.
as a kid, yeah.
Yeah.
They
Like
stick with you.
it was still PG, I believe, but yeah, it was a dark movie, heavy-handed tones. But I would say on the end of the spectrum, by far my favorite, like still holds up to this day, I believe, was Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Hands down. It's in my top. That movie has to be in my top 10, if not top 5. And that there's a lot of movies it's fighting for, but
You say that, and I've literally never even heard of Who Framed Roger
fuck,
Rabbit.
it's so good. Again, it is I think Robert, not Disney, but it has Disney characters and it has Looney Tune characters in it too. But like it's Robert Zemeckis directed, Robert Zemeckis, he did Forrest Gump, he did Back to the Future, done all kinds of
Okay.
really really great movies.
Dude knows what he's doing.
Yeah, and then it's a like a film noir, like a detective noir, where Bob Hoskins, again, love Bob Hoskins, fantastic actor. He's like a detective, like trying to chase down like this murder case that involves this cartoon rabbit who's Roger Rabbit.
Okay.
Yeah, and I
But
just
you have Looney Tunes and other characters
yeah. So
involved?
what's funny about that is because you had Warner Brothers and Disney at the table, and they're like, hey, negotiating with the people trying to make the film. It's like, all right, so you want our characters and you want Warner Brother characters and Disney characters involved.
Huh.
So we have to negotiate a contract where, like, for example, there's a specific scene where Bugs Bunny and Mickey Mouse are in it at the same time. The dialogue that they have is to a T, exactly on point of timing
For each character?
Yes, like they don't say the same thing, but the timing, because they have to have equal footing
Sure.
going the back and forth that they
A
have.
little rat and a little tat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and to
Sure.
make sure, like with the main creators, I think it was Universal, possibly, but they had to make sure that they weren't putting one in front of the other if they're allowed, and that's
Yeah.
to my knowledge it's probably one of the only times it's ever happened.
It's probably the only way they made the deal.
Right. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly right. But yeah, that would be that right down the road as far as the youngest, as far as in that 5 to 9 range. Say like that's about all I got for that.
I like it. Yeah.
You got some homework.
That's a good list. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you've been grilling me on my lack of movie knowledge ever since I met you. So, yeah, you definitely have a lot to teach. I know that.
Just a fat guy with a lot of time on my hands.
No, you're not fat. You're big boned.
I'm totally fat. Thanks.
I also wrote down some of my most memorable movies from my childhood. starting from as far back as I can remember. I will say my number one that I remember loving to death was Ice Age. Ice Age was a great movie. Do you remember? Have you seen that
Of
movie?
course, yeah.
Okay, I
Hmm.
figured. It was hilarious. You had Ray Romano. I didn't even like Everybody Loves Raymond, but I did like him as the woolly mammoth. I
Of
thought he was
course,
perfect for that role.
yeah.
And Sid was hilarious.
John
And
Leguizamo.
is that
That's
yeah.
who that is. And
Oh,
Saber-Tooth Tiger's Dennis Leary.
yeah, you're way more educated about this stuff than I am, and that's okay.
I know things that no one should know. I know things that people can just Google and
And
look up
that
on AI now.
you are so good at that, and that is why this topic is like perfect for our podcast because you have so much knowledge.
Well, my tombstone is just gonna say, "Here lies a guy that had a bunch of useless shit in his head that he would berate people about not knowing about."
Epic legacy to leave behind.
Sure.
Yeah, but Ice Age, the whole story was very balanced through and through. The adventure, the are they gonna make it? Remember Scrat,
Yeah.
the
Oh
little
yeah.
the little squirrel always chasing for his nuts.
They marketed the hell out of that guy.
Yeah, they did. Well, it
Yeah.
turns out, actually, believe it or not, he was not meant to be a recurring character. They put him in there for like a one off. They were never going to have him back. But fans loved him so much that they made him the mascot of the franchise
Oh yeah, and
because he's so funny.
they made a bunch of shorts too with just him too. I
Yeah,
feel.
that's good stuff. And around the same era, far back as I can remember, some of the first, most impactful movies to me. Staying on brand with that, I put down Atlantis and Treasure Planet. Kind of put them both together because they came out right around the same time. Atlantis, man, the stakes were high in that movie. The bad guy was like a cyborg, and he had like blue shit running through his eyes. That was always terrifying
Okay.
as a child.
I've seen neither of those movies. Yeah,
Oh,
I haven't seen either one.
in Atlantis, you got this nerdy guy as the main character, and he gets like this map to Atlantis, and he's like trying to discover the actual location. Well, he finds it. He meets a romantic interest in the movie, and she's an Atlantean, and she was so hot. When you're
Right.
like 6 years old
Sure.
and you see, I forget her name, it's been so long, but you see her and you're just like,
Hmm.
man, that might be the hottest chick that they ever have put in an animated movie before.
Yeah.
Yeah. For Atlantis, they actually hired a linguist. Same guy that made the Klingon language in Star Trek wrote the Atlantean language in the film.
Okay. Neat.
Yeah. They both flopped, by the way. Great movies, but they didn't really get the recognition they deserved till years later.
Yeah, I can vaguely remember when they came out, but yeah, I don't remember them exploding.
And
There
that,
being
yeah,
no
that's just what I
popularity from
grew
it.
up with. Yeah.
Right. I
Yeah.
gotcha.
Following in line, I've got two more movies I wrote down for that era of life, like super young, and gotta throw it out there. Shrek. Shrek
Yeah,
was
of course.
fantastic through and through. Everyone and their mother has seen it. Fantastic soundtrack in it. The adventure is great. Donkey's hilarious. Shrek, he's hilarious.
All right. When you say fantastic soundtrack, can I just half of that soundtrack is Smash Mouth?
I know. And Smash Mouth does kind of suck, but the couple songs that they had, it might have been three, I don't know. But the songs that they did have in that movie, they were perfect for that movie. It got you hyped up. It just, in my opinion, in my humble opinion.
Okay. The Proclaimers are on there,
Are they?
and the Eels, an alternative band.
Yeah,
The Eels.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
Remember
know.
those?
The Eels gave me the feels when I was young. They played that song, I Need Some Sleep, I think.
I think it's right.
I
Yeah.
think that's them. And I remember watching that scene, and I was just heartbroken. It made me feel so sad.
Yeah, but no, I remember even being in high school when that came out. That was it blew everyone away because it was the anti Disney movie.
Oh yeah,
You
I
know
can
what
see
I
that.
mean?
Yeah, for sure.
The whole like when they go to what's the kingdom that Farquaad's in charge of? Oh my god,
Fuck,
I'm totally like they do the whole like
yeah.
when they first
They
get
do that
there.
really cool musical number there.
They have that little puppet thing that's going on.
Yeah.
That's like making fun of a small world, basically.
Uh-huh. Well, damn.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, sure. But yeah, no, that whole set, it just felt so fleshed out. Like, I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
a big
and
fan of that.
it was absolutely funny too. Every
Hilarious.
character that they had on there was amazing.
A
The
lot of
gingerbread man, Pinocchio, like
yeah,
all those guys were hilarious.
and a lot of jokes put in that movie were meant for adults, and I love that too. So
Yeah,
it holds up well, even if you're 30 years old. You can still watch it and get a lot of good laughs out of it.
yeah, for sure.
Little known fact, or maybe it's massively known, I don't know, but Shrek was originally, they had cast Chris Farley to play Shrek, and he recorded most of the lines in the movie,
Mm-hmm.
uh, but not all of them. And then he died. Very sad.
Incredibly, but yeah, I do believe. I don't know if there's any footage out there where people can actually hear that. I don't know, but I have
I don't
heard
think
that.
so.
I don't think there is, but I have somewhere there is out
Gotta
there.
be. Yeah, I mean, he did record them. That is
Yeah,
known.
yeah. And
But
then
I've never heard it. I'm sure it was great. But
oh yeah,
Mike Myers did great though.
oh absolutely,
Yeah.
yeah.
That is all I put down for like my earliest young, most impressionable movies from as far back as I could remember. Then I kind of shift into like a bit older. I'd say about like the 9, 10, 11 age,
Oh okay,
somewhere around there.
right, right, yeah. And that's what I got next.
Hit me.
But first, a message from our sponsors.
Oh shit, we forgot.
They would be
Ooh.
very upset. I would. So I've got two again. Okay.
Okay.
They're both kind of diametrically opposed to each other, rivals, if you will, like a Pepsi Coke
Made the
type
best man
relationship.
win.
Right. So we'll go with the first one.
He's our marketing guy. He knows all this stuff.
I went to college for a long time studying marketing. This hour of the Chaos with Care podcast is brought to you by Forks. Fuck you, chopsticks.
Just Forks.
Forks.
Thank you, Forks, for
Yeah.
sponsoring our podcast.
That's nice. Yeah. Yeah. So 9 to 12. All right. Getting older,
Getting older.
becoming more aware, still loving the movies, still watching the movies, honestly. As I'd seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I'll still watch it to this day. A lot of these movies are still watched to this day, right?
Agreed.
All right. So here coming more of a little bit, getting more a little bit of age, 9 to 12, I'd say. I'm going to go with Home Alone, 1990. Amazing. I lost my shit when I saw this movie.
Come on. I love Home Alone.
What's better than when a little kid watching another little kid just like fuck
Left
up these
to all
two
of his own
robbers.
devices.
Yeah, it was so good. Macaulay Culkin, just a fucking awesome.
Yeah.
All of that. And the cast was brilliant. I mean, you're talking obviously Culkin, but then you have Joe Pesci, you have Daniel Stern as the robbers. Then you have the late great Catherine O'Hara as his mom.
Yep.
And then you have John Candy making a cameo in it.
That was a phenomenal cameo.
Yeah, which I don't think he was supposed to spend a whole lot. Like they didn't have a lot of time with him on set. But I
remember hearing that.
I think he extended it out.
I don't think they paid him for that, or paid him a very small amount for that cameo too. I'm pretty sure he just someone called in a favor.
Yeah,
I remember. I swear I've read that before.
That would make sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so phenomenal. I mean, everybody probably has seen it. One fact I do remember: almost the entire set, like so inside that house, as you're watching, that entire set was built inside like a local community college where they were filming at, which I believe was in somewhere in the suburbs of Chicago.
No shit.
No,
That
so
famous house.
A house does exist, I believe. So they did outside shots of it and whatnot.
Oh.
But then anything filmed inside of it was a complete set that they built with inside like a
You're lying.
Like community college gym.
No way.
Yep.
I can't believe that. What the hell?
It's really cool. Okay, then we're going to a twofer. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1 and 2. The originals, OGs, back in like you're talking 1990, 91.
Never saw them.
Yeah, they don't hold up at all. No, unfortunately, I'd like to sit here and tell you they do. I was massively obsessed with them though, and turtles in general, like their toys and
there was like a wave.
And,
I remember hearing about where it was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle everything.
Yeah, 100%. But then getting a little older, Mighty Ducks comes out.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Talk dirty to me. I love Mighty Ducks. Grew up with that shit on VHS, brother.
Absolutely, yeah. And everyone was trying to learn how to either ice skate or especially rollerblade. That was becoming huge in that part of the 90s. Like rollerblades exploded.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I watched that way after it came out, so I definitely didn't see that.
Yeah. So yeah, basically everyone just turned slightly gay for a while on rollerblade. I mean, just a bunch of people on roller. Everybody had to roll. I could never do it. I don't have that in me. I don't. Yeah. It's not part of my balance, but
the Bash Bros made it kind of cool.
Oh yeah. So that would have been the second one.
Was that number 2?
Yes. So that is number 2 in Iceland. Yeah.
I just got mixed up there.
First Mighty Ducks, phenomenal. I don't know. I haven't gone back to watch that one, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably been about a decade for me.
Right. And then the last two we go to end on is they're animated musicals of Aladdin, 1992, and
oh my god,
we'll end on Lion King, 1994.
Ooh, you are cooking, my man. Yes, sir. I actually have Aladdin in my list too.
I've seen them. I actually watched. Me and the wife watched Aladdin last night.
You're lying.
Yeah,
no,
I did.
Wow.
Yeah.
It holds up, doesn't it? I know
Absolutely.
it does. That's a great freaking movie.
You know why it holds up?
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams.
Yeah. Pretty much made that movie.
Fuck you, Disney, for even trying to achieve a live action version with Will Smith. What the fuck is wrong with you? Seriously.
Call him out, man.
Garbage ass movie.
I never watched that.
You just fucking dug up Robin Williams' corpse from his grave, and you just took turns like fucking shitting on him. Like, there you go, Robin. There's your legacy. There's Will Smith out there getting cucked by his wife. I'm still angry. I will always be angry about that shit forever and ever.
I heard it was terrible. I never watched it.
Couldn't
even
bring
myself
get
to do
past 20 minutes, maybe less.
Oh, you know what? Jafar was so just evil, but the parrot that he had.
Oh yeah, Iago.
Iago. Yeah.
So
they made that movie too.
So talking the guy that voiced Aladdin was the guy that played Steve from Full House. I remember that. I don't know his actual name. You don't have to remember Full House.
Yep.
Gilbert Gottfried, of course, is Iago.
Yeah,
very
right.
distinguishable voice in there. But yeah, and then of course the Lion King again, talking a soundtrack, probably one of the first soundtracks I actually bought. You know, like around 11, 12 years old, something like that.
Sure. I mean, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
You got to start somewhere, and that movie meant that much to you that was like your first album purchase.
Yeah. As far as for a soundtrack, but yeah.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
But yeah, that's pretty much what I got from 9 to 12. To say,
okay,
those formidable years.
Okay. Well, you want to hear what I got?
Yeah, go for it.
When I got a little bit older, a little more aware, a little more just older, Tommy Boy. I was watching that every day after school in like 3rd or 4th grade, probably around 10.
Would you run home from school like he did?
No.
To go watch it?
No, I would live too far away. That'd be funny though. But yeah, the whole Tommy Boy movie, you know, I've seen it a million times. It's great. Chris Farley's physical comedy, it's unmatched. There's never been another Chris Farley as far as I'm concerned. Many have tried. Yeah.
SNL has always tried to have like the fat funny guy on
there.
Never quite the same.
No, 100%. Fat guy in a little coat. That was one of I remember laughing and laughing and laughing. Like, dude, I would rewind that scene just to watch it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. It turns out that the fat guy in a little coat scene was not in the script at all, actually. He just grabbed David Spade's coat from the set and just threw it on. He's like, this is too tiny. So he started singing that song. Actually ripped it. Yeah, all the directors, they laughed at that bit so hard that they were like, well, we're keeping that in. That's, yeah.
It was something, so, and a little more backstory. It was something, because obviously Chris Farley, David Spade, very good friends, but SNL cast members, right?
Yeah.
So they work closely together. that was something that he used, that because Farley would run a menace around that
I've
fucking
heard.
building,
I've
and
heard.
that was something that he used to fuck with David Spade with.
Yeah.
As they'd have they'd spend so much time there, so he just like literally would grab his coat like what you saw.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That is so funny.
a little side note about Chris Farley: I got a detention one time from high school because the day that he died, I think was like was 95, maybe 96,
Yeah, one of
somewhere
those
around
years.
there.
Yeah.
I had flag duty, and
Oh my god.
this is exactly what it sounds like.
Did you put the
Is
flag at half mast?
Yeah, so the flag duty is they give each
Bro.
week students have to go out and part of their history grade and make sure the flag's up, and
It's
then
a duty.
you have to
Yeah.
take it down after the end of class because there was no light or anything to shine on it. Is I think those are the rules or whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Flag code.
yeah, so I like heard like second, third period that he had died, and then I literally went out there and just put it down half mast. Yeah, I just left that. Yeah.
You got a detention for that?
Yeah.
I mean, you had a valid point there.
I did.
Absolutely.
A lot of people don't think that was appropriate and
Yeah.
whatnot, and
Debatable. I mean, he was a legend.
in my eyes, 100%. Yeah, I love that man. Again, that was more in my high school years too, but still,
Sure.
that was very universal.
And I wanted to make an honorable mention about the scene where Richard beats the shit out of him with a plank.
Oh, sure.
Just whaps him right across the face. He passes out, wakes up in the diner, and he's like, "Yeah, do I have a mark on my face?" And David Spade's like, "No, you're good." And he's like, "Really? Because it feels like it's right here. It's not here. It's not here."
Yeah.
And then the reveal, that massive fucking bruise on his
Yeah.
face. Oh my god, that always made me laugh so hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, they basically were betting on Chris Farley's physical comedy for that movie. And
absolutely.
yeah, no, I love it. Moving on, Rat Race, one of my
Okay.
favorite movies. So, Tommy Boy and Rat Race, both around. I was watching those both around the same time, around the age of 10, 11, something like that. And those were the only two movies that I watched every single day. It was like it was Tommy Boy for a long time, and then I discovered Rat Race, and that became my new obsession. Maybe I was autistic. I don't know. It could be, but I would watch it literally every day. So I've seen that movie 100, 200 times.
No, I used to do the same thing. Yeah.
Really?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Rat Race.
But I am autistic,
Oh, okay.
so
I never took
self-diagnosed, just
yeah,
like anybody
never
these
took the
days.
test.
Everybody's autistic.
That's what I hear. It's a gift, apparently. That's what they say. But yeah, the whole Rat Race movie, start to finish, is just a wild fucking ride. I mean, and the casting, I don't even know how they got that many actors on set that were so well renowned, but there's just no shortage of them. Every one of them gave an A+ performance.
Yeah, 100%. I'm John Cleese for one thing. Iconic.
He was the
Iconic
perfect
comedic
guy
actor,
in
yeah.
that role.
Yeah.
Yep.
Uh,
Seth
and
Green. Huh?
Yeah, and many others. Yeah, Seth Green.
Literally all of them. But
John
yeah.
Lovitz.
Yeah. Like
I love Lovitz.
one of the favorite scenes in any movie I've ever seen is when they steal Hitler's car.
Yeah.
That is so classic.
Yeah.
Jason doesn't want to go to a Barbie museum. They go to the Barbie museum. It's a Nazi Barbie museum. They steal Hitler's car to get out of there. He burns his lip on
Yeah.
the cigarette lighter, so
Yeah.
it looks like he has a Hitler stash. And then he starts yelling at people at, what was it, like some sort of conference or something?
I don't. It was like either for World War II vets or Holocaust survivors or some
Yeah.
shit. Like it was.
The setup for that scene, most of the scenes were just hilarious. Honorable shout out to where they throw the winch around the telephone tower and it starts rotating and it pulls the truck that they're in or the SUV or whatever. That's with Seth Green and the other guy that's with him with all the piercings. You remember that part?
I know exactly
It starts
what you're talking
dragging them
about,
up
yeah.
the tower and they're
Yeah.
just screaming at each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember I'm trying to remember the name of the actor with the piercings.
Of course you are.
Can't.
I could never. I don't know, but yeah, just pure over the top chaos, start to finish, hilarious movie. And there was side boob in that movie, and at my age, oh, that was a big deal.
Primo side boob. Yep.
Side boob.
Yep. Yep. Oh, I guess I'll throw in like in the 9 to 12 range, Under Siege. The scene where a lady jumps out of a cake and she is topless.
Oh, was it
Yeah.
PG-13 or
No,
R?
it's R.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just me like kept renting Under Siege over and over and over. Back when you
Oh
had
my
to rent
God.
movies and stuff like that, I
Yeah.
would rent it over and over again, and just like, all right, here it is, and rewind, and
Yep.
rewind.
Yep. Parents, if you are somehow watching this, then know I did that with Good Luck Chuck with Dane Cook. There was like a sex montage scene where he kept laying different girls, and it was like girl after girl after girl, and I was like, booby, booby, booby. Yeah. That was my movie for that.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Anyways, I got some more here, but they're kind of all, there's too many almost, but honorable shout out to Surf's Up. That was one of the last animated movies that I remember enjoying. Shia LaBeouf, actually.
Shalabu.
Shia LaBeouf. Excellent soundtrack. You got surfing penguins. You've got a mockumentary style movie, which I had never seen an animated like mockumentary.
Say
ever.
surfing penguins.
Yeah, yeah. It's like he looks up to Big Z, like a philosophical surfer.
Okay.
And he's gone. People thought he died out in the surfing on the ocean, and he didn't die. Plot twist. And he ends up mentoring Shia LaBeouf, and Shia is just this young, cocky surfer who thinks he can be the greatest.
Wait. Now I'm just picturing an all animated penguin cast, and then you just have Shia LaBeouf.
That would be hilarious.
It's just him as an actor out there screaming and getting angry at the penguins and doing terrible things to them.
What the hell is wrong with Shia LaBeouf?
I don't know.
Did his parents not love him enough? I don't know what it is.
Mental illness, probably drugs.
I mean, he's great.
He's dabbled in both.
He's definitely real. He fights his demons, but yeah, you're absolutely right.
There was not to get too off topic, but I watched a podcast between him and John Barenthal.
And
I love him. It was very well done. And it really showed it really kind of
lets you in his mind a little bit.
Yeah.
He's been open about, his struggle. Gotta
100%.
respect that. Yeah.
Childhood actors, man, none of them hardly come out unscathed. So
no, definitely not. It kind of fucks them up. Yeah, I definitely had to include Surf's Up. That was like the last animated movie of that era of my life where I was just like, I love that movie. After that, I pretty much stopped watching animated movies for like a long time. But at the same time, I have refound the appreciation for animated movies since.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, no, they have their place. You can do things in animated movies that you cannot do with live action. Same era, Spider-Man trilogy, Harry Potter. Those were great trilogies around that age. I was growing up with those. I was probably like 12, 13 when I started watching those. My parents did not want me to watch Harry Potter because of the magic.
Magic?
Yeah.
Like abracadabra?
Yeah, they thought it was...
Like pick a card, any card.
Not that.
Well, where's the ball? It's in the cup. Where's the ball? It's in the cup. Whoop.
They would have been cool with all that.
Oh, no, my thumb. My thumb keeps coming off.
Come on, guy. No, it was more the wand waving. And,
gotcha. Okay, so they were on the occult, the witchcraft.
Yeah, they thought it was, darker than it really was.
Even though I'm pretty sure Rowling, who's a Christian herself, like, based a lot of that off a lot of it's very similar to the story of Jesus. There's a lot of parallels.
You do have a chosen one.
There's a lot of,
And Voldemort, I shouldn't have said his name. Sorry about that.
Lightning.
Yeah, he could have been Satan, He was the big bad. The famous scene where Tobey Maguire catches all of Mary Jane's food on her tray, and it's like...
First one.
Yeah, first one.
Yep.
That was legit. They did that for real. It took a couple dozen takes. Yeah, and then they sped up the footage.
Okay.
Yeah. But still.
Yeah,
the fact that he was able to do that at all.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. He just said he wanted to do it for real. And then an interesting fact in Harry Potter. The candles in the Great Hall were originally real in Harry Potter 1, the Sorcerer's Stone. They actually lit them all, and then they had wax dripping all over the set. Hundreds, maybe thousands of candles.
Just hot wax dripping on top of the kids. Like all those little kids. Ooh, I've got my pumpkin pumpkin shoots. Oh my God, it's raining fire! It's raining fire!
Take like a 2-month break in production for everyone's burns to heal. Yeah, torturing those kids. They did that for Harry Potter 1. After that, they were like, okay, fuck that. We're not ever doing that again, and we're going to CGI in all the candles. But yeah.
Kind of what they get for practicing the occult, though, really.
Oh my God, you're
Yeah.
so right.
I'm
Yeah.
saying.
But yeah, no, they were just hung by wire. That's why they looked floaty. I'm so sorry. I have two more. And
No, you're
this
good.
this is actually the end of my movie list because this was the end of my childhood. The Pirates of the Caribbean, or as when I was young, I called it Pirates of the Caribbean. I think everyone did. I think people still call it that, even knowing that it's Caribbean. And
Wait,
that's all right.
what are you saying? Caribbean and Caribbean?
Yeah, I used to say
Oh.
Pirates of the Caribbean because I didn't know Caribbean was a word at the time. Thought it was pronounced the other way. But that franchise is pretty elite. They came out of the gate swinging. Fun fact: the whole entire franchise was made up off of a ride at a Disney theme park. It wasn't even a movie. It wasn't even talked about. They just made a pirate themed ride, and they were like, "Well, fuck it, let's just make a trilogy out of it."
Okay.
And
Yeah.
they made more than a trilogy, obviously. Yeah, they kind of just took that idea and ran with it. They hired Johnny Depp to play Jack Sparrow, and believe it or not, they were actually worried that the movies would flop because of Johnny Depp, his quirkiness, over the top behavior. They thought it would be too much and people wouldn't like it. Fans proved them wrong.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
They're that first one especially is very, very well done.
Yeah, when like the opening scene when he is riding his ship into dock as it's sinking, and at the very last second, the ship's almost completely sunk, and then he reaches the dock and steps off. That's fucking classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, great
Yeah.
movie.
Very fun movie.
Yeah, first one might arguably be the best one. I love that. It was just so good. Keira Knightley, Orlando Bloom. Another fun fact: Orlando Bloom actually learned sword fighting for that movie. There was no stuntman or nothing. He
Like what kind of
legit
sword fighting?
pirate sword fighting.
Like sword fighting or like swashbuckling?
I think swashbuckling. But
Is that what
maybe-
you call it? Swashbuckling?
That's a good
It's
word.
Still back to gay territory, I think.
I mean, you said it,
Oh,
and it
swash my
immediately-
buckles.
I was just like, yeah, that would be the perfect word for it. But yeah, he took tons of lessons to learn how to properly sword fight. I just thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yep, loved Pirates of the Caribbean, and then last one, Iron Man. Okay, I was 12 when Iron Man came out. It was revolutionary. It was the start of the MCU franchise, and which actually went on to become the highest grossing franchise of all time. And Robert Downey Jr. stepping in the role as Iron Man really cemented that role immediately. Everyone wanted more right away. Philanthropic, playboy, kind of like Batman, but with iron, you know? And
Yeah.
a hell of a backstory, origin story for him. And yeah, just I have no notes about that movie. It was just so good.
It was very well done. Yeah.
Mhm.
It was a trendsetter. They've really beat that franchise into the ground for
They
sure.
really have. It's
But
such a shame.
That's like Star Wars. But
Yeah.
that you're absolutely right though. That was
But
that was like-
before that, Fatigue, I mean, and when it was fresh, it was just revolutionary. And everyone had theorized that there will be superhero fatigue. And it took a long time for that to happen. I think that happened pretty much after Endgame, Avengers Endgame.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there was a couple good ones here and there. I like Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi was pretty good, I think. But other
Oh,
than
the
that,
Tangrins.
yeah,
Yeah.
I like that. The martial
that was
arts
a good
was
one.
pretty well done,
Yep.
I think.
It was.
But yeah, they did tank that franchise. Fun fact about Iron Man: Tony Stark, the Robert Downey Jr. He would leave snacks around set so he could just munch on them, and he wanted to do that to make the movie feel more real. Like he was just a snacky kind of guy,
Right.
and so he just leave food around set, snack on it, and then that became part of Tony Stark's personality. Like when he's eating that burger at the press conference,
Yeah. Yeah.
which a lot of actors don't like to eat on set.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah. It's I agree with everything you said. It's fantastic. And then what spun from that? too.
Yeah. And that was pretty much the end of my era. That was right around when I got older. Superbad came out, Hangover, Step Brothers, that kind of era. And I was old enough to understand all the jokes at that point. And that really, after after Superbad, movies just kind of became unreasonably funny. I think I had never seen anything as funny as Superbad until Superbad came out, and then you got The Hangover. That movie, oh my god, when that came out, I watched that plenty of times. It was so funny.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before I get into just a couple things in movies that really, really were making the mold, basically, of what I would
The
become to
mold of
love.
MG.
We're gonna have to listen. We got our next sponsor.
Oh,
Um, this part of the hour of Chaos with Care is brought to you by Chopsticks. A fuck are you? Fuck.
just chopsticks.
That's Chopsticks.
No brand. Or
No, it's just Chopsticks versus
perfect.
forks.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And forks versus chopsticks.
Nah, I pick a fork. Chopsticks are hard to use.
It depends upon how pretentious you want to be.
Good
Honestly.
answer.
Really, you know what I mean?
Just give me the damn fork.
I mean, I don't care. Even if I hate to say it, I'm American garbage. But if I went to a really nice sushi restaurant, even like,
yeah,
you know, and people are using chopsticks and it's like expected and it's cultural, I'm picking those motherfuckers up with my hand still
good man.
every time.
Stick to your principles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I can't do chopsticks either. I really can't.
So I could go. There's so many fucking avenues I could go right now. I'm obsessed. I'm a cinephile to some degree, but Forrest Gump comes out. I'm not talking about Forrest Gump. It was a great movie. Forrest Gump had came out. We had seen it. I had seen it in theaters. You're talking 94, okay? I'd seen it in theater probably fucking 10 times.
Jealous.
Right? And yeah, fantastic. Soundtrack's amazing. So on and so forth. We're getting tired of it. We're starting to hear, like, you know, and we're getting a little sneaky. This is like, I'm like 13, 14, around there. And there's a movie out that's called Pulp Fiction.
Oh.
And we were hearing so much,
Ooh.
like, the movie just looked fucking cool. I did not know who Quentin Tarantino was at that time.
Sure.
But the movie just looked fucking cool. And advertisements and whatever they were doing for it, like, it just looked like a fucking cool movie. And a lot of times, if you're like me, I grew up in the theaters, so like I would be amazed at just like the movie posters that they would have.
I had that phase. Oh yeah.
And that iconic like movie poster of Uma Thurman just like laying on her stomach, just looking just like Uma Thurman does.
Yeah, yeah.
Like a goddess.
Yes,
like,
she does.
And that hair and that cigarette, like she just looked cool as fuck.
Yeah.
That's what we did. We bought tickets to see Forrest Gump one night and then went to see Quentin Tarantino's second directed movie.
Oh, you snuck in.
Yeah.
You dirty dog.
And then witnessed what something that changed my entire life.
Yeah.
Honestly, that movie is so good.
That was a movie that got me into dialogue more than action and shit. Like if you have good dialogue, that can shape an incredible story.
100%.
Depending on who's delivering it and if it's actually good dialogue or not.
Just the whole scene with Christopher Walken. There's multiple scenes the Christopher Walken watch scene it's fantastic. But then that opened the doors, like of what you could do with film.
Sure.
What film was possible.
Yeah.
So then this made me like go back to see like, all right, what other films did he do? So it went to Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah.
That he also did. But then it was also thinking about who's this Martin Scorsese guy? What has he done?
Yeah.
And then into Goodfellas, into Raging Bull, into fucking Taxi Driver. Like,
absolutely.
There's just all this culture at the time that's coming out because now bouncing around that decades and whatnot. But I'd be going to the movie rental place all the time, whether it was VHS or DVD, like checking out all these movies. And I would go to the guy on the counter. Probably the biggest influence on my life, other than Tarantino, as far as director, writers, producers, are the Coen brothers, by far.
Yeah, I'm not all that familiar with them.
I've obviously
seen some of their stuff.
You've probably seen The Big Lebowski.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a pretty classic one.
That's a good one.
I go back and forth on my favorite movie of all time. I have a tie between I go back and forth, but it's Paul Thomas Anderson's There Will Be Blood. It's a fucking phenomenal movie. It's brilliant,
I
beautiful
still
movie.
got to get on that, man.
But the other one is the Coen Brothers Miller's Crossing.
Literally never heard of it.
Yeah, it's another like a lot of what would come to be in Coen Brothers movies. I think it was 1990 when that one came out, maybe 91. But like that one, like the Coen Brothers have always delved into like noir style film.
Yeah, no, for
right.
sure.
And this one was absolutely no different. It's just a perfect fucking movie, in my opinion. There are movies that I watch like this is a perfect fucking movie.
Did you say Wilhelm's Crossing?
Miller's Crossing.
Miller. I don't know why I thought of Wilhelm.
No. That's like what it is. It's like you watch these things and you invite this film, this art into your life, and then it
absolutely.
like molds and like changes your frame.
Mm-hmm.
As far as like your scope and like, oh my god, and then you'll just what about this? What that? There was a guy at our video rental place that was obsessed with movies.
Oh,
Obviously,
those
he
are
was
the best guys.
and he was. I would go back and he would not only tell me because this is before Google, really,
right,
before you search the stuff. So he was telling me every single Coen Brother movie that I could possibly want at that time. Right?
What a guy!
Yeah, and then but then he would go off like they also had a hand in this. They also produced this, and if you like this, then he would make other suggestions that would just pop up. So,
oh man,
yeah, absolutely.
Those guys are gems, man. A dime a dozen.
Yeah, 100%. Still fucking knocking it out of the park. If you've not seen The Ballad of Buster Scruggs on Netflix, it is again masterful.
I haven't watched it, but I've seen it pop up on there.
Yeah,
like, in the rotation quite a bit.
Yeah,
never seen that either. I'll put a pin in that though for sure.
Yeah, fantastic.
I want to talk about movie soundtracks now.
Okay.
What's your favorite movie soundtrack? Do you have one?
First one off the top of my head is Forrest Gump.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I thought about saying Lion King, but actually I think the first one I had was the Forrest Gump soundtrack. It was a double disc CD set. There was so many bangers on there. All these prominent songs from the 60s and 70s too.
Did they start the trend of Fortunate Son playing when you're riding in a Black Hawk or a helicopter or whatever? Was that the first movie that did that?
Maybe. I would maybe. But that whole song is about Vietnam.
Yeah.
It's
I know that.
Like a hat and a hat. But I can tell you from that soundtrack, Forrest Gump soundtrack, that's what got me into the Doors. I'm a huge Doors fan, yeah. And it's because I think they had a couple different Doors songs, I believe. Love Her Madly, I know, is in there. And maybe Light My Fire or Break On Through. I don't know.
No, I haven't seen Forrest Gump in a while. Great soundtrack.
Yeah.
100%. Totally agree. Number one soundtrack of all time for me, it's got to be 50 First Dates.
Like with Adam Sandler?
Okay. And Drew Barrymore.
Gotcha.
And Rob Schneider as Ula.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's a great movie.
My fingers smell like fish.
Yeah. That is a fantastic movie.
Yeah. Okay. Let me refresh your memory here. If you don't remember, the soundtrack was phenomenal. Favorite of all time. They had Beach Boys, Paul McCartney, Israel Kamanawakahole that sang Over the Rainbow. I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
What did you just say? It sounded like you're
or something like that.
Are you summoning a demon?
I hope that's not like some secret summoning spell, because we're fucked.
No, Kamanawakahole.
I mean, his first name is Israel.
Is that the big fat guy? Big, that is like, okay.
He unfortunately has passed, but that song is beautiful. They had a couple Bob Marley songs in there, 311, Flaming Lips.
Okay, yeah.
From start, that was like a movie that taught me that I really like chill music. That was when I learned that I kind of like the reggae style. Kinda. I say kinda. Because reggae does get old to me pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But it has its place,
Sure.
and you can definitely enjoy that, I'm just very selective about it.
It used to be called ska.
Yeah, I've definitely heard that before.
But then when I heard that for the first time, I was like, that doesn't make any sense. What I know of ska back in the 90s is the Mighty Mighty Bossa Tone and all that fucking wild crazy where everybody's like getting coked up out of their minds playing the fucking trumpet.
Like trying to play as many notes as you can in the shortest amount of time. Yeah.
I think the band that did reggae the best, like as far as being inspired by reggae, Sublime.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, 100%. They fucking Bradley Knowles nailed that shit.
R.I.P. man.
No, he's still alive. No, Bradley Knowles is still alive. Yeah.
No. He is. The lead singer died of Sublime.
No, it's wrong.
What?
No, you're 100% wrong.
No shit.
Yeah, he's still alive.
You're fucking with me.
Nope, still alive.
Okay.
Bradley knows is still alive, and you can be more wrong.
I am stupid. I'm fact checking you on that later.
Nah, he's dead. He's
I was
dead.
gonna say, like, what?
Dead as fuck, dude.
Yeah,
Dead
literally.
as fuck.
They still. Why
God,
would you try to gaslight me right now?
Nobody's deader than Bradley Knowles.
Oh my
I hate
God.
to tell you.
Literally, the band posts
Jesus
about it to this
Christ.
day. They still honor him, and you're out here telling me, no, he never died.
Well.
Oh, that's funny. For the first time in this podcast, I would like to direct a question to the listeners on this one. What is your favorite soundtrack to a movie? What did I gloss over? It's got to be a legit claim. If you do think of something, let us know in the comments or whatever. Send us an email. Get a hold of it. Text me. Fuck it.
Yeah, absolutely. Response. And also, to all of you listening, I like feet pics. Show me your feet.
Way to just come right out and say it.
There's no beating around the bush. Just like them. Like the way they look. Like the way they smell. Like the way they feel. On my soft penis,
Prime
slowly
time.
growing harder.
Episode 2 content right here.
Yep. Love them. Send me your feet.
You little freak.
Give me your feet. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that about wraps us up for episode 2.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in. And if you have any movie suggestions that we missed, let us know. And I do want to know what's your favorite soundtrack.
I'm pretty sure we named all the movies, so
we
no
really
one's going to
did.
have anything.
No
for
one's
us.
going to have anything.
No.
I never said, bonus, my favorite movie of all time. Favorite movie of all time at the ripe age of 30, Interstellar. Boom. Had to say it. Best movie ever.
It's good. It's pretty good.
It's not just good. It's the best movie ever.
It's not, but it's good. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yep.
Best movie I've ever
Nice
seen.
try.
But yeah, thanks for tuning in. MG, take us away.
So goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. I don't know how to respond to.
It's done. It's done.
Fuck you.
I'll probably leave that in there. That's pretty funny.